Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today I am going to do this Mr. and Mrs. little standing sign. One of my daughters is getting married in October, so I am doing this for her and her fiance, and I hope they like it. I am going to be doing one of my favorite techniques. I have my Ashland decorative glass from Michaels. I have the Halloween colors. It is black and purple and kind of blue iridescent all together on one. So I'm going to put that in some of my Bond Crafter resin that I already have mixed up. Get that good and coated. I also have some Ashland decorative purple. These two colors should play pretty well off of each other, so I'm going to get a little bit into my Dixie cup and into my resin. Get that all stirred up and coated as well. I don't know how much resin this mold holds. It came from Amazon and it didn't say, so I don't know. I don't know what it's going to hold, so we're playing it by ear. I might need to make up some more. I have my Hakashika, however you say it, from Eye Candy. I have my bluish purple, purplish blue from Fantastory. So I'm going to mix those in to those little cups right there. Hopefully this color mica won't get lost. It's a bluish purple, so it should be a different shade and tone than the glass. I just don't want it to get lost in the piece and not be able to tell that there's mica in there as well. I don't want it to look like just all glass throughout, if that makes any sense. So I'm getting that all stirred in there, and I am going to move it out of my way so I don't spill it and get these pieces of glass stirred into the resin. I want to make sure they're coated. And I'm not using a lot of glass either. These letters are kind of narrow in spots, so I'm basically going to just put the glass in the bigger places of the letters and around the heart. Try to get it in where I can, but I think it's going to be a little too narrow to get some chunks of glass into some of these parts. I'm going to spray my mold with the isopropyl alcohol just to help try to avoid any bubbles. Hopefully I don't get too many bubbles hiding down in where these glass chunks are. Sometimes that can be an issue with the glass. Alright, I'm going to start putting it in. I don't really have any particular place that I'm putting any color, but I'm going to start with the glass. Get that glass down first. I think I would like to try an entire piece in just the glass, but it's got to be something that doesn't have so many nooks and crannies like this one. I don't want to risk ruining my mold. Maybe just some flat, normal shaped. I don't know. I think they would look pretty. I do need to get to Michael's and get some more of this Halloween glass. It's usually low in stock. It goes pretty quick at my store. So I want to get some before it's gone. Even though it's only August, it will be gone. They put things out so early in the season. I don't know why. Let us finish summer up before you start putting the fall stuff out. And then Christmas stuff, don't even get me started with that. Christmas comes out in September, maybe even the end of August in some of the stores. It is crazy. Don't get me wrong, I used to be one of those shoppers. I would shop early. All my Christmas shopping would be done before September even came. I was one of those people. It was different then, though. You didn't have the internet and Amazon and eBay and all the places where you could go to buy the stuff that you were looking for if it was sold out in the store. When it was gone, and your kids were out of luck. Anyway, while I'm yapping away over here, I am continuing to fill up this Mr. and Mrs. with the glass. We're almost to the point where I have enough glass in there, I think. Get some more of the purplish black in there. I really love the purplish black. This one is my favorite. I need to really stock up on this one. I use it so sparingly because I don't have much left. But But I'm going today, so I'll get more today. I'm going to just put this on a little bit of a fast forward because it does take a little while to keep layering all these colors. Going in with that eye candy silvery white kind of color. You know, the one that I can't pronounce. And that purple that I put in, the bluish purple, purplish blue, it looks pretty good in there. I think it's going to go well, and you'll be able to tell it apart from the glass, so that's not going to be an issue, I don't think. Just spreading it out, putting it here and there. Try to get as much different color in different spots as possible. I am out of that purplish blue color. Hopefully I won't need too much more, if any. Get the glass put back in there. And the glass is probably going to sink well, it will because it's heavy. So it's going to sink anyway, but it's going to push the colored resin also. So it'll blend it really well in that spot, hopefully, and not just completely sink and be all glass on the front face. But I've done these a few times, and I do it like this, and it always comes out really nice. I love this technique. And I forgot to get my gray in here, so I need to get a little bit of gray in here. I am going to be using gray from Nick Pro, and it'll be fine that I forgot to put it in there at the beginning. I want more of the other colors anyway up front. Just use the gray kind of as a backdrop blend, I guess. I don't know. But it'll be fine. It'll merge right in there and it'll look good. Not a big deal. So I am just pouring that here and there, trying to get it up to the top of the mold, try to get it flush. The resin was giving me a hard time today because of the temperature out there. My studio was so cold. It's not supposed to be this cold in August. I think fall has arrived early. We really didn't have much of a summer. We had a few days, I'm going to say less than 2 weeks of summer, all put together. You know, a day here, a day there, 2 days of hot weather. Other than that, I've been able to wear long sleeves. It's crazy. I'm going to get more of this poured in here. I don't want to pour it completely full because I do have to move it. And usually with ones like this, I like to put it in my G3 and pour that way. But I didn't. I forgot. I wasn't thinking. I was just excited to be doing this one. I'm going to finish pouring these two and then move it into my G3 so I can move it aside and work on something else. All right, let's get this into the G3. I am going to give it a spray of the isopropyl alcohol and put it aside. I'll be back for demold. All right, it is time to demold this beauty. And I will just say now, the struggle was real. Those little pieces in between were such a pain. I'm trying my dotting tool just to break the suction and the tension on there. And it's not working. I'm trying to do little by little here. Flip it upside down. Will that work? Yeah, just know that this one, if you have this one or get this one is a pain. The little sections in between the letters, the little sections in the and symbol, all a pain. When you get the ones that are too hard to demold, spraying the isopropyl alcohol helps to release that suction, but there is no way to spray this and be able to, like, because you kind of have to massage the mold with the isopropyl alcohol. There's just no way you could do it. So we're flipping it back upside down. I'm going to just try to peel at the bottom back on itself, see if that helps. It's working a little bit better now. I do have this sped up a little bit because it did take a while. So just know you're going to be there a minute. We are almost there. It worked a little bit better, I think, being upside down or face down, bottom side down. This way. It worked better this way. It'll be worth it in the end, though. Really. Probably. Hopefully. All right. Oh, see? It was worth it. That is gorgeous. Nothing sticking up. No pieces of glass sticking out. Completely covered in resin. The and symbol. You can't even tell that it's there. So I need to do something about that. Look at the colors on this, though. They're going to love this. She'll probably love it more, but they're going to love this. Heck, I love this. Stands up good, all right. Looks good, not lopsided. Needs to cure a little bit more, and I need to figure out how to make that and symbol stick out so it shows more. Wish I had done it prior. All right, let's try one of the acrylic markers and see what that does. Not sure I'm going to like it, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to sit with it and just look at it and decide. I don't know how many people do that, but I'll do something and just look at it for a little bit. My dog does it too, he says. On some pieces, the acrylic marker is fine. I just don't think it is on this piece. There's too much going on in the piece, I think. I know this has got to be a solid to make it stand out, but I'm not sure acrylic marker is the way to go. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to give it another coat, go over it a couple times if need be, and then I'm going to just think about it and look at it. I don't know, maybe glitter, maybe rhinestones. No, my daughter hates glitter. Rhinestones? I don't know. I have to think. This is where I could use other people's input. I wish I could hear your suggestions right now. I'm at a loss. I'll be back. All right, I have decided I'm going to leave it the way it is. I did a couple coats of the acrylic marker. I'm going to put established and then the date of their wedding. I'm not going to put it on now and show it on YouTube just to protect their day, I guess. And then I'm going to cover it with some UV resin. So that will be it. I think it came out really good. I love the colors in it. Let me know in the comments below what you would have done to that and symbol. I'd be interested in knowing. Here are a few final pictures for you. Little jars lined on the table, every color, every shade I saved. MnTTreasures in my hands, liquid dreams turning into play. Thanks for watching.